Hey guys, we're ready to start in our book. I know. We're so excited. So try to keep that on the inside. Turn in through your book. You're going to notice that the first couple of pages are things that we've already gone over, right? It doesn't start with tablature like we did, but there's a page that has the parts of the guitar, a page that talks about tuning, a page that talks about playing position, numbering your fingers on your left hand, as well as making sure that you understand about musical symbols. We're going to start on page 8. And when we start on page 8, we have to remember that we're going to start with the stuff on the first string. Now, it is important to remember that finger numbers on your left hand match the fret they're playing in and first position. And so if I'm playing something in the first fret, I'm going to play it with my first finger. If I'm playing something in the second fret, I'm going to be using my second finger, third fret, third finger, fourth fret, fourth finger. Make sure that you know that that's non-negotiable. When we start chords, you can play chords with many different fingerings, and you should learn to play chords with, sometimes using this fingering and then this other one. So it just is, it's how we play, depending on where we're going, what chord we're coming from and where we're going. Make sure you also look on the top of page 6, how it has a diagram of the neck of the guitar and the first 4 frets, how it has that open string and it's all the way to the right side. It also shows you that on the treble clef staff, 5 lines, 4 spaces, E, the open first string, is that 4th space on the treble clef staff, way up at the top. And then you can see, you didn't know that this was maybe a career path that you might have. Maybe your mom thinks you could be a good guitar hand model. This is E, because, yeah, look, Ma, no fingers anywhere. All right. And when I'm playing, sometimes I will pull my hands away so you can see that. Please don't do that. It makes sense to keep your fingers closer to the fretboard than not, so they don't get lost. So make sure, but you will see me often in these videos pull my finger away so that you can see if I'm doing something open, because it starts to get to the point where the open pitches are the hardest to remember where they're at because you're so used to using your fingers. Take a look though, not only do we have E, which is the 4th space on the treble clef staff, but the top line on the treble clef staff is F. Remember, when we go up the staff, we're using the musical alphabet in the forward direction, E, F. This F is the first fret on the first string. Remember about the sweet spot in the fret, just to the head side of the fret wire. Remember, we're not going to curve our thumb over. We're not going to hold the instrument with our left hand. We hold the instrument with our right hand. We use our thumb as a pivot point right there. Some of you will need to experiment with pressure. If I don't put enough pressure, even if I have it in the sweet spot, it sounds all plunky. That's not good tone for the guitar. Fretted notes, fretted strings need to sound just like open ones. And you can hear they sound more similar than dissimilar. So make sure your tone works that way. So we did E, the top space on the treble clef staff, F, the 5th line on the treble clef staff. And if you look, we have a space above the treble clef staff. Any notes that are there indicate that you're playing the pitch G. Remember, going up, forwards, E, F, G. And remember that G is that 3rd fret on the first string. And then you can see the beautiful hand model. I know some of you may think, wow, I wonder what I have to do, how much studying I have to do that. I don't know. So there you go. Make sure when you're ready to play, you really know what you're looking for. When we learn to read music, it's a lot of stuff all at once. And if you don't know where to look, you are up a creek without a paddle. It's a little bit like trying to read a book without looking at any words. Like keeping the book closed. Golly, I don't know how I can't read it. Oh my goodness. If you never look at it, you will never know. So let me know if you have any trauma with that. Look at the next video when we play exercises 1, 2, and 3. And good luck.